Okay,
Wait. Yeah, here we go.
got it?
Yep.
All right. Okay, so I had a whole idea what I was going to do, but there's not very many of you. But I'm still going to just check in. First of all, I just want you to let me know if you have a website for your business. You have a website for your business? Okay, cool. Do you use your website as a way to get more clients? You do. Okay.
Not effectively.
All right. Would you like to
Good
be
idea.
able to use it more effectively, your website? All right. Okay, cool. Let's see what else. Well, I guess that's it for now. So let me just tell you quickly what I do. The first thing I do is I have a program called Marketing with Heart, which Corinne has mentioned in the meetings before. And it's a 22 video.
It's fabulous.
Thank you. It's a 22 module video home study program. So this is an affordable way for you to establish the basics of your knowledge of not just your website, but how to leverage social media and how to build a keyword optimized list so that you can be found online. Because if you have if you build it and they will come, it's not going to happen. There's millions of websites. So how do you position yourself? So I teach you those things. I teach you through WordPress-based websites. And so, if you don't have a lot of money to spend on IT people to set it all up for you, this is a good way to do it. But also, I feel very strongly that everyone needs to have some basic foundation. Because if you are completely ignorant of how to manage your website and how to do a few of the basic things, then what happens is you really don't get anywhere. And it's kind of like what I compare it to is like your website is a part of your business. And so you wouldn't leave all of your books, for example, to someone and never ever look at them. Maybe you have a good accountant or a bookkeeper, but it's your responsibility to check your books, to look at your accounts receivable and your accounts payable, right? It's your business. And anymore, your website is also a part of your business. So even if you farm out the main work to it in the future to a virtual assistant or an IT person, when you do not have a clue, you're helpless. And that was the piece that I wanted to fill. I wanted to create a bridge between healers and teachers and wise elders who had a lot to give but didn't know how to leverage the internet and didn't know how to use it and were kind of helpless. Because in today's day and age, you need to have a web presence. It is a piece of your business. So that's one thing. The other thing that's happened sort of willy-nilly, I came into all of this as a writer, trained with some professional marketers in healing and spirituality industries, is now people are like, please do my copywriting for me. So now I'm actually doing copywriting, because the other thing that you need in order to distinguish your website from someone else's is copywriting that converts. Either converts people to opt into your list or converts them into sales. And these may or may not be things that you need right now, or you may know someone who does. But these are the services that I offer. And then I also offer strategy. So what do you do with all this internet stuff? What's the best way for me in my particular industry to make the most of my website and my Facebook presence? What if I want to launch a new product or a program, like Evie, you've got this beautiful program here. How can I optimize this in a way where I can get my value for value for my worth, and people still feel like they're being taken care of? Mm-hmm. And I just came back from an event in Atlanta that totally revolutionized the way that I think about healing arts and spirituality and service-oriented businesses. Because one of the big issues that happens for people in our industry is we're still kind of, we've got a lot of stuff about money. It's like, oh, I can't charge a lot because I have to provide my healing service, but then you end up going hand to mouth, and it's a real struggle. And how do we create a business model that actually supports us and our families in a way that's fair for us and also of high value service to our potential clients? And the internet is the whole piece where you build what's called a funnel to offer free value and make connections with people. But then the other piece of it, when you actually get down to brass tacks and what you're selling, is that selling packages is added value. So one-off classes is the hardest way to make a living. $10 a class is like, oh, ouch. That's a lot of work for not very much. how can you add value? How can you create a strategy where you're offering this PDF content and information and classes and a private session to assess them, and you put a package together? Because if you're devoting your love and your energy to help one person, then that's priceless. If you think about the transformation you can offer that person. But if they're not valuing it because they're like, it's $10 a class, I'll go in for $10. They're wasting really their time, and they're wasting your time, and they're wasting their money, and they're wasting your time, because they're not really getting that transformation that your service offers. And so this is the strategy piece that I help people with, is understanding how to package the gift that they have and then market it in a way that's genuine and authentic, but adds a lot of value. And there was one other piece I wanted to say about that. There's always going to be bargain hunters. There's always going to be people who want the absolute cheapest value. And then there's always going to be people who recognize the value of transformation, of a healing package transformation. And that can be done either through each one of you individual practitioners, and also, as you started to talk about, Eva, this sort of group thing, like where there's some kind of group assessment. But in any case, I think it's really time for us in the healing and wellness industries to move to the center stage, recognize the value of what we have to offer, and package it in a way that says, look, do you want transformation, or do you just want to throw $10 here and $5 there? We work with people who we really want to offer something powerful change, healing change that lasts. And check out this incredible value you can get when you work with me with all these components. So that's it, Marketing with Heart, the program, copywriting, and strategy.
Great.